The story continues. Even more exciting content is coming up. Subscribe as soon as possible. Chapter 62. Intensive Preparations and Battlefront Readiness. After being elected as the General Commander of the Alliance, Sumo immediately plunged into the intense pre-battle preparations. Together with the leaders of various forces, he meticulously planned the defense arrangements for the spiritual power hubs. Based on the characteristics and advantages of each force, they were respectively deployed around different spiritual power hubs. The cultivators from Kingyan City, who were proficient in defense, were arranged around the most important Linksin hub, tasked with constructing a solid defensive barrier. The flying troops from Feiyan City patrolled the air, ready to support every defense point at any time and intercept the aerial forces of the Dark Spirit sect. Other forces also had their respective duties, with some responsible for logistical support and some for intelligence gathering. Sumu also organized a surprise attack team composed of elites from various forces. The members of this team were all cultivators with high-level spiritual power and rich combat experience. Their mission was to penetrate deep into the territory of the Dark Spirit sect, disrupt its communication networks, destroy key facilities such as material reserves, and throw the Dark Spirit sect's battle plans into chaos. While preparing the defensive forces, Sumu didn't forget to enhance the overall strength of the coalition forces. He shared some basic cultivation methods from the spiritual sky cannon with the cultivators in the coalition, helping them improve their spiritual power in a short time. Although these cultivation methods were just the tip of the iceberg of the spiritual sky cannon, they significantly contributed to boosting the combat effectiveness of the coalition forces. In addition, using his reverse time spiritual power, Sumu created some special defensive works for the coalition forces. He set up time traps around the spiritual power hubs. Once the members of the Dark Spirit sect stepped into them, they would fall into a state of time disorder, thus creating opportunities for the coalition forces to attack. In terms of intelligence gathering, Sumu united the intelligence organizations of various forces to establish a vast intelligence network. This network covered every corner of the spirit fantasy realm and could promptly obtain the movements of the Dark Spirit sect. Through intelligence analysis, Sumu learned that the Dark Spirit sect was gathering troops and preparing to launch a full-scale attack on the spiritual power hubs in 3 days. Time was pressing, and Sumu accelerated the pace of pre-battle preparations. He personally inspected the construction of defensive works at each defense point and boosted the morale of the soldiers. Everyone, don't be afraid. We are fighting for the peace of the spirit fantasy realm, for our homes and loved ones. As long as we stand united, we will surely defeat the Dark Spirit sect. Sumu's words greatly inspired the morale of the coalition soldiers, and they all expressed their willingness to follow Sumu and fight the Dark Spirit sect to the death. Finally, under the leadership of Sumu, the pre-battle preparations of the Spirit Fantasy Realm Coalition forces were basically completed. They were on high alert, waiting for the arrival of the Dark Spirit sect, and the Dark Spirit sect, with its ambitions and conspiracies, was approaching the spiritual power hub step by step. The story continues. More exciting content is coming up. Subscribe as soon as possible.